Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. Thank you. All right, and I think would also appreciate teachers. Yeah, I think would love for teachers to please call in. Well, I don't know whether you have anything to compare your present, certification to, but maybe you've had an experience, particularly if you have been to if you were once in a public school and then you maybe changed and moved over to a private school. Now, like, I remember someone said to me that his daughter's school fees, and he said his daughter was like 2 or 3. Yeah, nursery school or pre-nursery school. That the bill for the daughter's nursery class was 750,000 naira. And he asked whether after the nursery class she was going to attend NYSC. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. And then he said, Joyce, look, this is not even funny. What are they teaching a child that's 3 years old? And why am I paying 750,000 naira? Only for my relative to tell me that his daughter, who's like 12, his daughter, who's like 12, her boarding is about 1 point something million. Yeah, he's like, oh, her boarding, everything, is like 1 point something million. I'm like, oh, okay. Is the money showing? Because, there is, is the money, can you see your money? Welcome, this is the Sunny Side. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon. My name is Bamidele
Welcome, Bamidele. We're happy to have
from
you.
Ojodubega.
Okay.
All right. You see this thing about the school? I think I called on that day
Okay.
to share my own experience. Now, I didn't go to anywhere, university, polytechnic, and whatnot. So the best argument I could bring forward is based on even what some callers mentioned that day. Is most of the people that I see that are actually outstanding and exceedingly exceptional in their career are the people that are self-taught. The thing about me is I've not applied anywhere for a job ever from the beginning of my career.
Why?
I learned everything. Like I used to, when I started programming, so I'm a software engineer and a business designer. I started in the cyber cafe. So I'll go there with my flash drive. I don't even need a laptop. So I'll go there with my flash drive. I will learn whatever I need to learn. And I don't need to mention the name of the company, some multinationals and whatnot.
Yeah.
That I've been there and consulted with them.
Yeah.
And it is on the long run, alongside when the contract is going, that they realize that this guy is not even a graduate.
Okay.
So I've worked with international companies that it is not on the basic. Now, I can say maybe in other areas, maybe in other fields, maybe law or engineering and whatnot. But the way it is, everything has even gone so digital that I don't think any sensible company
would employ based on foreign certification.
Will employ based on your certificate.
Okay.
I employ people now, so I employ graduates and whatnot. But if you come for the first time, drop your certificate.
Okay.
The first day I look at it is the first day I look at it. It's the last day I look at it. We don't even check certificate. Like, it's not about what you wrote. So you wrote Cambridge and whatnot on your certificate.
Yeah.
And tomorrow you can't perform.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
It is not really about the certificate.
All right.
It's about what you have inside.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have a message here I want to quickly share. She says, hey, Joyce, please do not say my name. I'm a teacher. The problem was back in the day, public secondary schools were very, very good. So I guess you were a public secondary school teacher. And then you said over time, the quality of education pretty much depreciated in comparison to what it used to be. Therefore, parents were persuaded to believe that private secondary schools, where they pay more, offered a better quality in education. And for that reason, people strived to send their children to send their kids to private institutions. But here the problem is that the same mentality that have compelled parents to send their children to private schools is the same mentality that compels them to send their kids overseas. Honestly, if you ask me, the difference is not quite a lot. One, because if the child has... Sorry, I think there's an error here. You say, one, if the child is like a sponge willing to learn and finds committed teachers, it would not matter. Thank you very much. Oh, so we're dealing with a mentality problem here. Welcome to Nigeria Info. What edge does a foreign education afford anyone? Welcome to the sunny side. What's your name? Sorry, I lost you. 0700 993 993 993 01465 7190. Good afternoon.
Hello, Joyce.
Hello, lady. We're
Madam
happy
here
to have
speaking
you.
again.
Thank you.
Joyce, my certificate is in my kitchen.
Why is it in your kitchen?
I'm just trying to buttress the point.
That it-
I'm not looking for a job. I studied abroad and I studied here in the country. It's like the last caller said, it's an individual thing.
So there is no edge.
Studying is an individual edge. Yes, it's an individual thing. So what studying abroad did for me is it gave me an extra thinking cap. I
Finish.
create the job. I decide what I want to do. I consult for who I want to. Another side of it is that I teach. I want to take on the side you said the school fees being paid. Now, unfortunately, I teach IELTS. I can tell you categorically, I've done my research. Most of the schools aid their children in YF.
Huh? Sorry,
When
bring it
I
back.
send
I didn't get that. Sorry.
They aid them. Now, when I teach, when you come for my IELTS class, I assess you. And with time, I decide to okay, fine, you have to come clean with me. Were you aided during your YF? And I will tell you, whatever you say here ends here. Nobody gets to hear it. I want to know where I'm tackling from and how we're going to address this issue.
That's actually very true. They get aided in YA.
Yes, they get aided. So all the millions they pay, you can't tell me after paying millions and my child comes back, you tell me that child failed.
Hey,
So I am telling you, yes,
wow.
I am very, very sure of what I'm saying. So I can't name all the schools, but
it's
I
okay.
speak for the schools I've had to teach the children here.
Oh.
So please, my dear, the only schools I can say, well, sorry to say, but there are some missionary schools I know. You know, the missionary schools that top the charts in the country, yes, they don't even pay, you don't pay through your nose to go to school there. But at least you can convert, and what you see is what you get. You don't get aided. So,
all right.
I don't know, but that's.
Thank you very much, because I think there is a mindset
thing.
towards foreign education and the edge, and maybe this conversation can help parents not fall sick
But
over trying to raise money.
I told you I'm a HR professional, so it depends on what you're looking for.
Thank
At times
you.
I don't look for your certificate. It's what you have. What I'm looking for is what I need to assess.
Oh wow! Thank you very much.
Thank
This holds a lot of revelation, because yes, there's a mentality that makes people get into the pursuit of something, and I like how this is coming apart. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Welcome, lady.
Good afternoon.
Good
Joyce.
afternoon.
Please, I'd like to remain anonymous.
God bless you. Go ahead.
I'm a teacher.
Okay.
And then there are two issues. The last caller just said exactly what is going on. And let me take it from another angle. When you take your child to a private school, the higher the money, the fees money is, so also the higher, that will represent what the result your child will have at the end of the day. Because money they take from you is what they will use to settle all those people that are coming. They will use that to make sure that this is being settled, so they wouldn't disturb the child they wouldn't disturb the student when the exam is being taken. And that is one. And the other aspect is that a teacher that is being taught, that a teacher that is here in this country, that passed through, we have grade 2, we have NCE.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the first one is grade 2, which teach you about the gramming of education.
Yeah.
Then when you go to NCE, that will take another step. That would really make you to know if actually you're going to be a real teacher or not. There was a time a teacher was in our school. Do you know what?
What?
But I was like, go to the board and do the practical. Forget about what you passed, what you had, all your education. Go to the board. And at the end of it, the teacher couldn't perform. At the end of the school, please let me put you through. He said, no, I know what I have. You don't have to put me through. So everything has to do with what the person that is going to take your child has inside. Thank you,
Wow.
Joyce.
Thank you very, very much for calling. Kufor is saying that, Joyce, do you know private schools in Lagos no longer fail students? Okay. I didn't. Hello, welcome to the sunny side. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Yes, welcome. What's your name?
My name is Daniel.
Welcome, Dan.
Yes, like other callers have been saying, I've been a teacher for like 7 years.
Okay.
Pardon
me, primary, secondary, tertiary?
I've been a teacher in primary and secondary also.
Okay, thank you.
And I've been a teacher in both government and private schools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the difference there is for the government school, we give the student, the result the student gets is what we give them. Are you getting me?
I'm listening.
The comment we give to students to take home are actually what they are. But in the private sector, because the money is, like they said, the money is high, we tend to pamper the students. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Now, you see a child that is not doing well, but you cannot let the child know that it's not doing well.
I mean, you can't tell his father that after paying $750,000, the child is not doing well.
Yes, your child is not doing well. Are you getting my point? Now, at the end of it, when it's time for results, definitely you are going to let the parent know that, okay, your child will improve. But the result, we can't fail children, you understand? Because we feel it will demoralize the parent from continuing paying that huge amount of money. Are you getting my point?
Oh, okay. I'm getting you.
Yes, and another thing, if you talk about the primary and the secondary level, is different with the universities. Because last year, the law school here in Lagos, they conducted an exam, both private graduates of universities, government universities and private universities, they took that exam. And at the end of the day, the students that got A in the law school were the ones from the public universities.
Oh.
Yes, that's the statistic. You can check last year, just like this law school result exam last year. So it depends, because another thing is the children of these people that can afford this money, this huge amount of money, sometimes they are not serious like the children of those that cannot afford that huge amount of money. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Like a child that knows that my father or my mother is struggling, is selling akara to send me to school, will be more serious when he goes to school to learn. Are you getting my point?
I'm totally
but
listening.
The child that is coming from a wealthy family, if they are not naturally brilliant, it takes a lot for them to understand. I don't know whether you're getting my point.
I do.
Yeah. So that is on the angle of result and all of that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
For that of the certification,
you
know that the educational sector in this country can never be compared with that of abroad, regardless of the country you are going outside Africa. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Because I have a friend, the son is schooling in Canada. You see, the atmosphere is totally different.
Okay.
Yes. So definitely, when the child graduates there, what is coming back with, if he's studying a course that has to do with practicals, everything he needs for that practical, he will have it. But our schools here in this country, a child will be doing medicine, and when it's time for practicals, they will not have the apparatus to do the practicals. Are you getting my point?
I do. Okay.
So do you expect a child that you are teaching theory to understand the practical aspect of it?
All right. Okay.
So that is the difference. That is the difference between the ones that are school abroad and the ones that are school here in Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Look, I really do appreciate this, and this certainly, I believe, would serve parents who are maybe torn between public school, private school, local university, Nigerian education or foreign education. I'm not going to tamper with what's been reported. I want for you to make of it what you can. Good afternoon to you. This is Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good afternoon, Joyce. This is Sheyi.
Welcome, Sheyi. We're happy to have you here.
Yeah, while I share the ideas of people who have spoken in there, on the fact that private schools at times do help their students. But I also it's very important that we have this, that even at the face of it, if you look at the learning environment, the available learning resources, the ambience even of the school, we will all agree that private schools, I'm talking about standard ones,
Yeah.
have better learning facility, and by implication, the students that pass through that particular system, that pass through that particular system are expected.
Are expected. Thank you for using that word. Expected to turn out better.
Yes, I'm going to be more practical here.
Okay.
Even from language instruction.
Language construction. Your line is breaking up. Okay. No, I'm sorry. So there's something wrong with your connection. It's failing now. I do apologize. We'll have to disconnect. I hope you'd call back. And hopefully it's clear enough for you to state your case. Thank you. Nigeria Info, welcome to the sunny side. Hello, this is Nigeria Info. Can you hear me? Please call back. I'll appreciate. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. Turn off your radio.
Hello, Joyce.
Yes.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Ngozi. I'm calling in from Lagos Island.
Thank you very much, Ngozi. Please speak up and go ahead.
Okay. The topic, actually, there's a lot of difference between the public schools and the government and the private schools.
Okay.
For instance, in those days, people like us, we attended the government schools when they were still quite okay. But the government schools of today is practically empty. Even the classrooms are no longer there. So, but when you come to private school, for instance, your last caller was saying something about a language class. I remember that my children, even at some point, the school introduced what they call the language lab, where they have the English lab, they have the French lab, they have the math lab. I've never heard of this my own time growing up.
Okay.
And once I had the privilege, yes, going into this lab, and I was one marvel that such a thing could actually help and assist children to do better in these languages.
Okay.
So you can't find such a thing there in the government schools. Secondly, studying abroad, there is no way, Joyce, you can ever compare the two. I studied applied biochemistry here in Nigeria. I know how I suffered for nothing. The practical aspects, even the integrity of the course itself, we are never taught. You are only meant to cram textbooks and how to draw formulas that you never even get to interpret what they stand for. But my colleagues and counterparts outside there that I got to meet later on after graduation, I discovered that the atmosphere was quite different for them. So I don't really know. We really have a lot to do in the education sector in Nigeria.
Okay, so let me ask you, given your own personal experience, do you say clearly that your counterparts who studied overseas are, maybe they turned out more refined? I don't want to use the word better. Maybe they turned out more refined than you did academically.
Joyce, they are sound. When
Okay.
I mean sound, they are versatile. Not only even in the course of study itself, even in other fields.
Okay.
You can stand them. I'm telling you the honest truth.
Okay.
I had one terrible experience when I was in secondary school. I once told you I finished from a government secondary school.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in secondary school, I remember my introductory technology teacher in those days. When the man was teaching us a particular topic about machines, molding machines, this man wasted time singing this thing. We never understood what this guy was saying. Somehow we managed to pass that subject. Later in the years, Joyce, I happened to be attached to a particular guardian who owns a plastic factory there in Enugu. I went into this factory. I cried that day, Joyce, because this factory is just like 10 kilometers or even up to 5 kilometers walk from my school. And the school never gave me trips to take us on like excursion to go see these things. It was after secondary school I saw what is called an injection machine. I saw what was called a mold. These guys find it difficult to pass this knowledge to us then. But all he needed was just a practical thing for us to see how this thing is. And that was the day I crossed my mind my children will never do anything, even university in Nigeria. So they are never the same.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I mean, I do appreciate your first-hand experience. I mean, nothing makes up a better story than that. Welcome to the sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Richard Joyce.
Welcome, Richard. So, we're actually trying to figure out whether there is an edge, of a foreign certification compared to a Nigerian certification.
Yeah, coincidentally, like the other speaker, the last speaker,
Yeah.
I also studied biochemistry.
Okay.
And
I went ahead post undergraduate and went to study abroad.
Oh.
And
what country did you, pardon me, what country did you study in?
I studied in the UK.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yes. I studied in the UK.
Mm.
And I was quite intimidated, Joyce, to say the least.
Oh.
Because I knew next to nothing. Not like I didn't pass my exams, but I never saw the practical aspect.
Yeah.
You know, I was lost and I couldn't compete. Next up, I went to the US, tried to get a PhD done, and I wasn't even considered with for this.
You weren't considered for
you
what?
Know?
Bring
Sorry?
it back. You said something. Your last sentence.
I said I went to the US, trying to get a PhD done. You know, I wasn't even considered.
Why?
Because you know, the competition was stiff, and I didn't, you know, I just couldn't scale through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I swore to myself, and I said, never. My kids will not pass through this. Right now, my kids are in the US, free education all through.
Oh.
And you know, and the exposure is out of this world. Yeah, we have the government, private sector thing also in the US, but what we have here in this country right now, it's an apology, Joyce. It's an apology.
I mean, it's good to hear it. Yeah, I mean, thank you very much for that report, really. Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Welcome to the sunny side. We're weighing the edge of foreign certification gives anyone or affords anyone. Welcome to the sunny side. Yeah, it's noisy.
Able to call back. I was the one explaining the other time.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, even right from the primary school, a child from public school is lacking behind in terms of language of instruction, which will be very, very key in the later years of education. By the special grace of God, I've been able to experience both private and public school in terms of being a student and being a teacher. And I can tell you the two are not the same.
So even at the private secondary school levels, you think the private school is better?
I worked in private secondary school for 5 years.
Yeah.
I worked in public secondary school for 5 years, private secondary school for 2 years. As a matter of fact, while I was in my master's, I had to use public schools and private schools. And at the initial stage, I conducted what we call pre-test.
Yeah.
I realized that there is a huge significant difference between the students of private secondary school compared to the
students
the conventional, statistically.
Yeah.
I had to now change to more modern secondary schools. Those ones are the ones that were able to bridge the gap. You know, we have conventional secondary school and we have the modern ones.
Okay. What's the
Those
difference? Pardon me. Yeah.
Secondary school. Hello.
Yeah, please. What's the difference between the conventional and the model?
And the model, the only variable that is different is the fact that those ones are residential.
Okay.
And probably the teachers are able to monitor the student better.
Okay, great.
But then, I think the teachers there too, they were specially selected because those schools were meant to model anyway.
Okay.
But what I'm saying, and while I have HND background, so at a point I had to go back for my degree in a private university.
Okay.
When we were introduced to practicals, while I was at the Polytechnic, we are so much to the extent that even the facilities will not be enough. But while I was in private university, only maybe 5 of us, the facilities were so surplus. We are able to handle and ask enough questions. And then, so the two are not the same.
Okay.
In fact, those schools who help their students, it's just that they want to, it's a business. They want to be saying they have A's.
Yeah.
I think when they leave those students to write the exam, they will still be able to make C's.
Okay.
Even
I
without
see.
helping them. I've never studied abroad, but I'm sure with the way they do the philosophy of education abroad basically is what we call constructivism. It's more or less of you learning, finding out things on your own by exploring the environment.
Okay.
Whereas here we do more of what we can call idealism, more of copy and paste theory, and then bring it down. So what I'm saying is, I've never studied abroad, but I'm sure from the feedback I have, it can't even be the same.
And you think you would benefit abroad over Nigeria?
seriously, if I have the opportunity, I will.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are off on a break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. What a week. We're recapping the week and we're taking your account from your personal experiences in regards to whether there is any edge that's afforded to anyone with a foreign certification. Peniel will start with the messages on Nigeria Info.
A message here on WhatsApp says, "Hello Joyce, I think where government school got it wrong is when primary 6 students is doing common entrance examination. They don't like to fail any student. Instead, they give them their answers, their exam answers. I believe they are still doing it." Amzat from Lagos Island.
Thank you, Amzat.
Hold on.
I'm holding on.
Good day, Joyce. Is Ghana a foreign place? Why I asked is because I went for an interview. A Ghana-based school certificate applicant was rated ahead of mine as a Nigerian certificate holder and employed ahead of me.
Absolutely.
Then this thought came to mind that Nigerians' education is definitely out of the line.
Well, yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, my friend with the Russian certification told me that in America, the American certification is rated above international certification. Yeah, it's a little arrogant, but yeah, no. So maybe it depends on where you go. The people of the country might be motivated to rate their own certification, particularly if they have labored to maintain a standard. So you can't quite blame them for that. And yes, Ghana is a foreign country. Ghana is overseas. All right. Who else is there?
Redemption from Ikorodu says, "Good afternoon, Joyce. My God, I'm hearing about the comparison of our educational system with the abroad, and it makes me want to cry. And I'm just in my first year since 2019. I still can't pin down any tangible practical we've done since I enrolled. Please help me beg Yabatek to announce resumption date. We've been at home for 2 months now."
Well, God bless Nigeria. What else is there to be said? Can you imagine?
Engineer Happy says, "Good afternoon, Joyce.
Yeah.
Most of those your callers are not sincere.
Oh.
What they are saying is not 100% true. The private schools that my children attended here in Lagos do not assist students in exams."
Okay.
They said name of the school, and they said you
Okay.
should verify.
Okay. Well, yeah, maybe it's a question of some schools doing that and not every school doing it. So I don't think they're necessarily lying. I just think it might be a case of they're not. I mean, your school isn't doing it, but they know schools that do it. Yeah, something like that.
Ejiro from Aja, "In my opinion, there is no difference, absolutely no difference in the foreign certificates and Nigerian certificates. Because every government's parastatals has elite children with foreign school certificate. But please tell me which is working. Absolutely none."
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you very much for that.
Hello, Joyce. I had my first degree and master's in Nigeria, and I also had the opportunity to school abroad. The difference is very clear. Here, we have access to enough study materials and funds to sponsor research, internet facilities, and others. Is tweeting or texting from Denmark.
Thank you very much, our friend from Denmark. We're happy to have you here.
Good afternoon, Joyce. My name is Samuel. I've never left Nigeria, but I can tell you that people who study abroad and get their certification over there always have an upper hand over those who studied here. In the aspect of practicals alone, they are very much ahead. Most of what we learn here is purely theory. The same with primary and secondary school level. That's why cramming and memorization is highly common. If we had more practical learnings in school year, we would be able to contend greatly.
So maybe two things stand against the Nigerian in this regard. So first, there is the fact that some people believe that the certification is better. And then there is the actual bias, unproven bias. You know how you have like this bias against someone in favor of the other. So I think that some people just think, oh, if it's a foreign certificate, well, yeah, it's certainly better, even though they haven't quite put it to the test. But thank you.
Last message from Okpekende says, "Joyce, let me inform you that I once went to Ogun State University. Imagine we received lectures hanging on windows, no chairs. Lecturers give lectures quietly in the midst of 300 students. Not until I went to Germany for 1 or 2 certifications. My coming back, I landed to a lead city university where I have the best education. In the midst of my friends, they envy private students because the level is different. let the government do the needful.
Yeah, and I mean, now that he even mentioned, one lecturer with 300 students and half of them hanging from windows, I noticed that if you're outside, you can't hear because, the little bickering, the little noise kind of interrupts what the lecturer is saying, and every head that moves is a distraction. So it's half a day wasted. And sometimes those lectures are like, 2 hours or something like that? And I think you've only heard half the things the lecturer has said. So, yeah. Much work needs to be done. 11 minutes past 1 p.m. And on Oh What a Week here, we're going to have to add another subject matter to what it is we had to do during the course of the week today. So, on Oh What a Week, we revisit topics, say our biggest conversations during the course of the week. Tuesday, we looked at COVID vaccines. It was actually, I think, for us as Nigerians, being a part of the world, many people are excited that our vaccines landed on Tuesday. And then I asked you, one, about your excitement, and two, about the possibility of you surrendering yourself to be vaccinated in order to prevent the worst case scenario in the event that you contract the disease. Contract the virus. Many of you had something to say. Others of you highly undecided because of one thing or the other. We hear vaccination starts today. And I think that conversation, certainly it's worth having. Worth having because there is a global pandemic, and we're told that much of the world can only return back to normal when about 70% of the population have been vaccinated, meaning... So first, I think if you are between 0 and 18, 20, you are not necessarily top priority. Yeah, I'm thinking once you're within 20-something, 30, downward, yeah. But then again, that was what we were told until we heard that children also are susceptible to contracting the virus. And then you watch this story move from fairly okay to, everybody can have it. Children, in fact, I saw a research that I thought was a little difficult to agree with. It was done in Europe, and it's reported that children, and these are children between, say, 2 to 5, 2 to 7, 10, or between 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, were more likely to contract the virus at home than they were at school. And I thought to myself, how is it that children at home are more likely to come in contact with the virus than children at school? So basically, it's suggesting send your kids out, send them to school. And then there was an actual video with kids not socially distant from one from the other, no face mask, just sitting down. And I watched that video again. I watched the news repeat that within a 2-hour period. And I settled for okay. Just okay. All right. So, COVID vaccines have landed. And, there is a categorization of priority. Those who are said to be at the front lines will go first, and then subsequently, it's not necessarily a hierarchical order, but, they're taking care of the people who need it the most. And then the doctor actually suggested that I might be like fourth group. Yeah, given the fact that I'm not less Nigerian. It's just in order of priority, I'm not the most, I'm not mostly at risk. Vaccines. I guess you're happy for it. And then the question of the vaccines are here, would you take it, really becomes a conversation. So welcome to Nigeria Info. Let's talk about the fact that you might be happy about the availability of vaccines now. You are required, however, to register to get vaccinated. And then there is your commitment to ensuring that you get vaccinated for the world to return back to normal. But between here and where you stand would be, say, something that you believe is a misgiving. We hear that the president and the vice would have to take the vaccines and, in the view of all, and that is set to encourage you to believe that the vaccine is safe. So 0700 993 993 993 Yes, we're adding that to the conversation. And oh, what a week this beautiful Friday. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to radio. Hello, welcome. What's your name? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you. Please call back. This is Nigeria Info. Sorry about that. Please call back. 0700-993-993-993 and 01465-7190. Hello. Hello. Can you hear us? I'm not sure what's happening. Please call back. Hello, good afternoon to you. This is Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Yes, welcome, lady.
My name is Godsinger.
Okay, Godsinger.
Yes. Please, can I speak on the last discussion?
Absolutely, and please go ahead.
Okay, Nigeria school and foreign school.
Yeah,
maybe?
foreign certification, absolutely.
Okay. See, I'm of a different opinion.
Sure, please, let's hear it.
Because apart from their intuition and exposure, so I feel that Nigerian students are doing great.
Okay.
Yes, because in my family, my second son is a lawyer.
Okay.
And he's skilled here in Nigeria.
And he's a fantastic lawyer.
Yes.
Okay.
When he's working in one of the best law firm in Nigeria.
Okay.
So they went for the interview. So many people, even the day of the interview, some people flew from abroad. And my son was the only person that did not school abroad or in all these big universities in Nigeria. So even at that time, they were even mocking him. But when the result came out after the interview, he was one of the best.
All right.
And people were surprised.
Okay.
All those ones that flew in from US, this place, expensive university.
For the sake of according honor,
the firm could not take them.
Okay, so
the firm could not take them.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, if a child is intelligent, the child is intelligent.
Exactly. So I think your son.
Yes, I have some of them there, but the only issue now I'm having with him and other my children is inferiority complex.
He has a complex? Why?
Yes, he does have a complex, and this is the issue I'm trying to deal with.
Why does he have a complex?
No, he was like, if he had schooled abroad, if he had schooled in big university, that we did not give him the opportunity, that will be there. And I've been making it known to him that in as much as we don't have the money to take you abroad, but you prove to the world that you are very, very intelligent, even in the firm there, in Nigeria University. So the thing is, our students are wonderful.
Okay.
No matter, imagine, if he's being put abroad there. So the thing is that exposure is the problem, and complex.
What school did he attend?
My son is still having complex now.
Your son is 50 and still has a complex.
Yes, he's still having. That is the problem we are having. He's still having the complex. He's still having the complex that if he has gone this place, if he has gone this place. So that is the thing. We have we have intelligent students.
Yeah, but maybe the country's not positioned well enough. All right, thank you.
They are really trying.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. 99.3 Nigeria Info, you on the sunny side. Welcome. Turn off your radio.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon to you. How are you?
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Debbie. I actually wanted to speak on the issues concerning international certification.
Absolutely. Please go ahead, Debbie.
Okay, so I've been a tutor for 20 plus years, and tutor means I'm not attached to any school.
Okay.
But I work with students in the American curriculum, British curriculum, Nigerian curriculum, so I see different levels of students from primary school up to early university.
Yeah.
Now, I did hear a lot of people say, private schools. I think that most of the issues that we have, for instance, in the private schools, is what their goals are. Now, if a school does not invest in getting good teachers, if, for instance, you are hiring teachers that cannot speak English, students are open book. Is what you teach them that they will give you back.
Yeah.
So you can't come out to say we're not doing so well in teaching if you as an administrator is not hiring appropriate teachers, which is where our government schools got it right. The military schools and the Methodist schools and the Baptist schools, because they have a particular standard of what the teachers are supposed to be. My parents schooled abroad, but I schooled here. I did my secondary school, my primary school, and my university here. And I came out with an engineering degree. And I do better than most of my peers here.
Oh.
I did listen to yes, I'm in senior management, and I still take time to tutor to help other students. And I see what the issues are. I also have issues with some teachers, and which is why personally I do not recommend you get a tutor from the school your student is, because their primary goal is to make sure that the parents see that the student is doing well. So they assist with all the homework. They don't tackle the basics or where the issues are. When they go abroad, it's a little bit different. Because, for instance, here in our curriculum, you do mathematics, you do everything. When you go abroad, what is your major? What is your plan? There is a plan. And if your major is engineering, then yes, all the further maths and all the senior maths, you will do it. If your major, for instance, is art, you do basics. You do your basic maths.
So a child is not
under pressure.
Oh.
Yes.
So from the early age, they kind of specialize the kid. The kid is in a special class.
Yes, you're in a special class. If they see that you are a special student and you're doing excellently well, they put you in a higher class. You can all be in the same 10th grade, but you see those in higher 10th grade and those in lower 10th grade, and they will all pass. They're not helping you to pass, but they know that this is where you have
a
more
person's
strength.
capacity lies.
Yes, capacity is. We don't take that time to do that with our own students in our own school.
No time,
So most of the time, our students go through everything.
That's unnecessary.
They go through everything. Yes. And you see that when our students now go abroad.
Hello? No, I don't want to lose you. Hello?
They go abroad.
Yeah.
They found that the student that was doing everything, he goes there and says he wants to be a DJ. He's not doing so well because he has all the basics that he packed from Nigeria. So it now looks as if he's doing so well in America, but he was struggling here. And that's what I really wanted to say.
Thank you very much. I thoroughly do appreciate. That was actually some clarity. I do appreciate your contribution. Thank you very much. We're Nigeria Info. We're talking about quite a number of topics that we had to consider during the course of the week. The first topic we dealt with today, and probably still dealing with, is the edge of foreign certification affords anyone. Because I think first we have our sentiments, we have our biases, then there is actual proof of what can be called the truth. So depending on your experiences, which we're banking on today, we can make some sense out of whether there is or isn't an edge from a foreign certification. That and the fact that the vaccines are in town. And are you ready? Welcome to Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you. My name is Joyce. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce. My name is Chris. I'm calling from Amodo.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Okay, let me still stay on the first topic. I think there's basically no basis for comparison of foreign education and local education. It boils down first to what people have been saying, the individual and the overall well-being of the society. But there's something that the penultimate caller talked about, complex issue. And I wish you would one day address that complex issue. I'm close to 40.
You mean I should address the complex issue?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's really worth... I think I try to address it on different levels, but now that you have actually underscored it, yeah, sure. We can actually make it a subject matter.
The reason why I moved my kids out of Nigeria is that I noticed in my family line, I'm close to 50. So when that woman was talking, I was looking at myself, is that not my mom talking?
Oh.
If I write for newspapers. I've had my publications published in various newspapers in Nigeria and abroad.
Yeah.
But to mix up on the public aspect, it's a very, very low grade for me.
Wow.
I have complex issues. So what did I do? I discovered that this could be a hindrance because I looked at my family, my uncles, my aunts, the same thing. Extremely brilliant, writing, comprehending, but in public discourse, mingling. So what happened? I had to take my kids abroad, and that changed the perception for them.
Do me a favor. Can you point out the actual reason why you have a complex? Is it because you feel like you're not necessarily equal on the intellectual level, or is just being a Nigerian? I don't know. What is it for you?
Yeah, listen, this is what I tell you. In my university days, I went to the University of Calabar. I was one of the best performing students. Complex in the sense that you don't mix up with people. You get into crowd, you get withdrawn, you're antisocial.
Yeah.
So that hasn't gotten anything to do with education. So when you now look at it, is in your secondary school, the formative age schooling, were there social debating societies? Were they going on excursion? My daughter, when I moved my family to Ghana, by JS3, she had been to UK on excursion. By SS3, which is next year, they will also go to US on excursion. They do excursion every week. They do debating. They have class interaction. They have discussion forum. And these are avenues for them to be expressive and expose themselves to social critical thinking and problem-solving skills.
All right.
Which should get just beyond the ordinary curriculum of math, English, and all that.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I have to go off on a break. I hate to interrupt you, but I really kind of have been able to note what your concern is, and I'll look into it. Thank you. Off on a break.
You are listening to your...
It's a new life.
Side. My name is Joyce. It's what a week this beautiful Friday. We're considering the very interesting conversations we've had during the course of the week on Nigeria Info. We talk about it if it's important. And then the first topic we've had to consider today, which pretty much is very much still under consideration, is edge that if there is, that is, the edge foreign certification has over our own Nigerian certification. And some people have made a case for, say, native intelligence. Native intelligence. I think a lady called in, a mother called in a few moments ago, and she spoke about her son being the best in his law firm, but he is 50 now and still has a complex. So his native intelligence might have helped him scale one social hurdle, but there is a personal hurdle that's still his responsibility to scale. So that's going to also be a future conversation. Another gentleman has actually also noticed that there is an unspoken hurdle that many people are confronted with, which is the complex that they I mean, it depends on how you put it. I think some hold on to it for whatever justifications that they might have, or maybe it's something that they're confronted with, not necessarily of their own doing, but pretty much maybe because of the imbalance in hierarchy that society has put forward before everybody. You know how it is where society tends to maybe give a little bit of regard to the man who has money, even though the man who doesn't have as much money might be more sound in mind and judgment in comparison. Yeah, something like that. So that's not necessarily of your own doing, but society just kind of puts that high jump for you. And then they say, well, it's not that you can't jump it, but the only justification for you to jump it is that you have money, something like that. Those are not necessarily the barricades that have been brought on you by your own doing. So yeah, that. And then we're considering the vaccines that have come our way due to the generosity of first world nations who have felt it necessary that as everybody gets crumbs from the table, Africa is not left out. But then while that is one victory on one hand, the other necessary conversation to have is, as Nigerians, have you thought about the fact that vaccines have arrived? And are you willing to go out there and get vaccinated, particularly when the time comes for you? I mean, the time has come, but it may be in order of priority. You're not necessarily an immediate concern, but eventually at some points you might be, it might get to your class, as they have been categorized. Are you thinking of getting vaccinated? And if yes, well, yeah. Do you have a reason why you have thought that it's necessary and important for you to? And if no, what exactly is holding you back? On the sunny side, welcome to our friends 0700 993 993 993 and 01 465 7190. This is Nigeria Info. Let's talk. What's your name? Sorry, I lost you. Welcome. How are you?
Hello?
Yes, lady. Good afternoon.
About vaccination?
Yes, please. Go ahead. What's your name, real quick?
When it is available, Nigerians are ready.
Well, you can't quite speak for all Nigerians because some Nigerians...
I am ready.
Oh, beautiful.
But apart from that, maybe the method they may apply, standing on the line, I'm an elderly person, above 60.
Yeah.
So if they did not put it in orderliness, or where they will go and put it in the room and asking people to pay 2,000, 1,000, that may also be another setback.
Otherwise, you're ready to go.
Emphasize that there is no money paid in the inoculation.
Yeah.
And the certificate given or the paper given just as the yellow paper for yellow Vaseline, it doesn't require money.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. That was good and straight to the point. Nigeria Info. Hello, welcome. We have to add another topic. Hello, good afternoon to you. Turn off your radio. That would be appreciated. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Daniel Joyce.
Welcome, Dan.
Yeah, Joyce, I want to remain illiterate.
Why?
When it comes to the issue of vaccine, I want to be illiterate, and I don't want anybody to judge me. I am the source of those that have died of COVID-19. But me, I will not take the vaccine.
It doesn't make you illiterate if you don't want to, and I don't want you to think that.
I know, because many people feel if you are saying, they will say you have a illiterate mentality. Jimmy, this is one of the officers that said he will rather die of the vaccine than he die of the COVID, right? Now, me, I say I'd rather die of the COVID than I die of the vaccine.
And I mean, he's made a choice. You can make a choice, and I don't think your choice should make you any less. No, I think I disagree with the fact that you think you're an illiterate. So long as you have information to justify your decision, because that's maybe the only difference here. If you have a justification for your position, it doesn't make you an illiterate. So maybe the question is, do you have a justification for your decision?
I do have the justification. We Africa here, God has blessed us with our own natural resources. We can use to develop our own vaccines. The agbo we take here, the things we take here, we produce locally here. We can do it. What are our scientists doing? We have scientists that have gone to school to learn, to study. Can they develop a vaccine locally? Must we import vaccines? Everything importation, vaccine importation, everything. Me, I won't take the vaccine that they imported from abroad. If I'm to take a locally made vaccine, yes, but imported vaccine, no. Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you very much. Well, every man must stand by what they believe, what they claim that they believe. And if that's your conviction, it's yours to have. Thank you very much for calling Nigeria Info. Good afternoon to you.
Joyce.
Welcome.
How are you?
Fine, thank you very much. We're happy to have you here on Oh What a Week.
Okay, this is Mr. Frank from Ojo Alaba.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Guys, my own is that if Oyibo will bring that vaccine on their own, forgive me, I will take it. But if it is this one, these people bring, I will not take.
So let me see what. But do you know that the ones that are right now being distributed are actually from overseas? If that's, I'm just trying to make a case for your position.
I don't know where they bring it. They bring vaccine and they're celebrating.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
This kind of people is this. What have they even tell us in this Nigeria that was truth? Because of they don't have truth in their mouth. I don't know when they are saying the truth and when they are lying. Because of that, whatever vaccine, whether English, whether European, I will not take. Me, I have my own original vaccine in my house that I'm taking every day or once in 3 days. I'm okay. I have fortified myself. Let them take their own vaccine because these people, as wicked as they are, they might bring the original one and take their own on air. Everybody will see it. Then they will use another one to vaccinate all the whole Nigerians.
This is so funny.
Bring Boko Haram to be killing our people, bring husbands to be killing our people.
Wow.
And now we are pursuing them. They might use another means.
Okay.
They might use another means to come and finish us.
I don't know that I have. Okay. I don't know that I have the energy to actually contribute to that, but I'm going to say a very big thank you.
I don't have the energy because today is weekend. So try to know how we'll do this weekend, though.
Okay. Thank you.
You know you are owing me.
Guinea.
You are owing me. Oh, come go.
Thank you very, very much for calling. 38 minutes past 1 p.m. on the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Hi, lady. We're happy to have you. What's your name?
My name is Hadiza.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, about the vaccine.
Okay.
I am so ready. I'm ready to take it. But I do know I have a problem with so many people. Even amongst my siblings, I have those who have said that they are not going to register.
Oh, why?
But then I said, hey, if people abroad have taken this vaccine, why won't we just take it? And with the way things are going, I think if you have to travel to some other country, you might have to demand to see the card, just like we have for yellow fever vaccines and the rest. My dad, I want to ask a question. My dad has cancer.
Your dad has cancer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I registered him as well, but I don't know what category he falls in.
How old is he?
67.
Okay. So first, I'm going to suggest that you see a doctor. I remember a doctor said to me that if you have some underlying ailment, you might have to wait a little bit. You see,
okay.
Because he's already dealing with cancer, and I'm sure he's undergoing treatment.
Exactly.
Yeah. So your doctor would best advise whether the vaccine would have any direct implications on his current medications. And maybe sometimes you want to wait a little bit because you don't want to complicate things, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah, true.
So if you can, maybe just keep him isolated for a while. Let him finish fighting one fight first. Then you continue something. I just think it's safe, because, it's drugs. I remember I went to the doctor and he gave me a medication and my chin started to swell. Well, that's for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I had to go back and say, this thing you gave me doesn't work for me. So he told me to discontinue it.
Okay,
and I'm even young. Yeah, and I'm young. So I can't imagine for your dad who's on medication. Yeah. Yeah, so I think you might want to just bless your heart. Thank you very much. But don't forget to also see your doctor and get some medical advice, all right? 99.3 Nigeria Info. How are you? Welcome to the sunny side.
Hello.
Turn off your radio.
Okay, my name is Tom from Ojo.
Thank you.
Yeah, this vaccine, I don't think they should make it compulsory. I don't think. Like me, I don't feel that I should be compelled to take it.
Actually, good for you. You're not being compelled to take it. At least not yet.
That's good, because my reservation is that they said even though you take it, you are still going to be wearing your mask.
Yeah.
Be taking the necessary prevention. So I don't see any reason. Let me continue to prevent it by myself. Though I may willingly take it by myself, but not to be forced.
Nobody's forcing you, but you're also concerned about the fact that even after being vaccinated, you still need to wear your mask and wash your hands and socially distant, yeah?
That's the reason for why I don't care for it much. I thought maybe when you take the vaccine, you don't even need any prevention again.
Yeah.
But you still need to prevent yourself from...
Yeah. And then they actually told us yesterday that the pandemic would not end in 2021. So this is an entire movie playing out right here. But yeah, hold on to that question. Hopefully doctors will help us with answers someday. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info. I want to speak to a few more people and then go to another. Then we'll add another topic to the conversation. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. What's your name?
Sandra, sorry. I am not going to take the vaccine.
My name is Joyce. Wait, it's all right. My name is Joyce.
Okay, Joyce, sorry about that. I'm not going to take the vaccine.
Why?
Are you going to take it?
What does it matter? If I died, would you die?
Well, I'm just asking. I want to know. You want to know if we'll take it. I want to know if you will take it.
Well, I think that I have the privilege to reserve my answer. Because I'm not necessarily compelling you in any direction, so it can be a yes or a no. But I want you to know that if I choose to die... So then again, it's tricky, because I'm wondering, if I wanted to die, would you die?
No, but I asked you a question. If you would love to take the vaccine. But me, I'm not going to take the vaccine.
Are you sure about that? Then it wouldn't matter whether I take it or not then. If I said I was going to take it, would you take it?
No, it still wouldn't make me take it. I just want to know. Just like you want to know, you want to have people's opinion about it.
You Nigerians are very interesting people.
We are very difficult.
No, I don't think you're difficult. I think you're interesting. So if my answer would not influence you in any direction, why aren't you just comfortable to declare your position?
Yes.
I'm not going to have any influence on your decision, am I?
No, you're not going to have any influence on it.
Yeah, so...
you are interested in knowing what Nigerians want to say.
Absolutely. And I'm a moderator, and I'm actually good enough for me. I reserve the right to be on the fence, at least on radio.
Oh, clearly understood.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to take the vaccine.
Why?
I just don't trust it.
That's fair. Is there any reason you don't trust it? Is it because it came out too early? Is it because it's free? Because some of you, I don't know, you have a problem. I have a problem with free stuff.
It's not because it's free. If someone is taking the vaccine here in Nigeria, you are not like there was a caller that called. She said you might have to pay for this and pay for that.
No, you're not paying for anything. Not that we know that you're supposed to pay.
That's what you think.
Okay, so if it was free, would you take it?
I would still not take it. Maybe after 10 years.
Then you would try it. Thank you very much for calling.
When I'm sure the first set of people that took it are not dead.
All right. Thank you. Off on a break. We'll be right back. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Forming Nigeria 24/7.
Nigeria Center for Disease Control on Thursday reported 790 new cases.
We're going to talk about the new independent political movement that launched yesterday and says it wants to reform the constitution.
Tune in every weekday and weekends for the best radio programming.
But then again, he found something condemnable. I'm talking about how they've been observing the social distancing.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Yes, good day. It's exciting to sit in here today with the excellent team, allow me to say that, from Peeps Global. From the team I've got here, I've got Mr. Dan Akor, I've also got Vivian. Yep. And let's begin from the very beginning. What's Peeps Global Trading Company all about?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, my people. Peeps Global Trading Company is an educational platform that helps and equips people with the right skill set to navigate the world's largest money market. And when we talk about the world's largest money market, allow me to say that the world's largest money market is Forex. Forex does a whopping of $6.3 trillion every single day. So I am so passionate talking about Forex every day because it is not something that has changed my life alone. It is something that has changed the lives of many people around me. And that is what Pips Global Trading Company is all about.
How can people use the company tools?
Yeah, it's awesome to say that it's very, very simple, very easy and exciting to use the company's tools. Number one is because the company's tools is where we're simplified for everyone, even a newbie in the market, to be able to use. And one of the most amazing tools we have is the copy and paste platform. The copy and paste platform allows students that as you are learning, you are earning. And when we talk about learning and earning, we are talking about as a student, you get daily trade signals for free. And all you need to do is to copy it and paste it. As the gurus, as the people, the educators make money, you also make money alongside, you see. So it is exciting. And we also have the Accordan Triangle Strategy. We also have the Accordan Classic. We have the ebooks whereby you could be able to study from the comfort of your office, from the comfort of your business place, from the comfort of your house, you see, so that everyone can be able to profit and benefit from this global market. So the company's tools is actually awesome and is very, very well simplified for everyone to use.
All right, now let's talk about the category of people that can do this business. Who and who can get involved?
The first thing is, if one person can do it, everyone can do it. If I can do it, if I can become a master trader, then everyone can become a master trader. You know why? Because I never knew anything about the Forex market, until the day that I went for a mentorship section, which I'm going to talk about right now, which I expect every one of you to be there tomorrow. And the mentorship section allows you to get into Forex so easy, while we show you the possibilities of this market. For how can you be at this mentorship section? All you need to do is to SMS the word mentorship to the number 0812 471 7275. I call that number again, 0812 471 7275. So everyone can do the business. When you come tomorrow, you're definitely going to see different categories of people. You will see businessmen, you will see people, baristas, doctors, name it. You see, everyone can actually do Forex. You know why? Because right now you can navigate the world's largest money market, which is Forex, from the comfort of your house, from the comfort of your office, especially using the platform Pips Global Trading Company, helping you, guiding you to be able to profit daily from this market.
You're meant to have a one-on-one presentation. When would that be?
Tomorrow, 10 a.m., you need to be there.
At 64 Ikorodu Road, Fadeyi bus stop.
If you are not there, you are going to miss out. You know the reason why? It takes an encounter for someone's financial life to change. I remember the day that I heard this on radio and I went for the meeting. And I tell you the truth that I wasn't expecting as much as I got that day. But when I saw the possibility that even a newbie, even someone who have not seen the Forex chart before can do the business, I have to dive into it. And I tell you, it has been the best decision I have made all my life. That's why you need to quickly SMS mentorship so that the full details of how you can be at this event will be sent to your line. But all you need to remember is SMS mentorship to this number. The number is 0812 471 7275. I call that number again, 0812 471 7275. If you SMS this mentorship right away, someone is going to get back to you immediately. But 10 a.m. tomorrow, I want to see you. And when you are coming, please kindly come with your nose marks. Exactly.
Now let's talk about your experience as a Forex trader and trainer. Just
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.